Are you shitting? Like, what are you doing? I think I'm racist towards ants. I think I have to admit this about myself. I've been taking a very perverse pleasure in seeing them get fucked up and murked. Because fuck these ants. And I think I can identify exactly why that is. Unlike all the other villains we've had on this show, right? Like Kasuka, I love him. You know? Um, the leader of the Phantom Troop, he's kind of a dick, but, whatever. The bombers, they were just boring. But I know exactly why I hate these fucking ants is when they killed those two hunters. Because I like those hunters. That motherfucker with the arrow, man, he was awesome, man. That dude was fucking awesome, and you murdered him. You ate him. And I didn't really know much about the chick, but she had a cute hat, and they fucking ate her. And, then the little kids and shit, like, these ants are pissing me. And they're fucking ants, So I already think I'm already predisposed to be racist against them. But I hate these motherfuckers. And I'm looking, and we got like another 40 episodes, so I think they're going to be around for a while. But man, I fucking hate them, and I really, really enjoy seeing them get murked. So hopefully that'll happen again this episode. Let's go and do this shit. This is episode 23. It's also episode 98. Two away from doing 100 of these fucking episodes. Unbelievable. Infiltration and selection. And I gotta say, like, when you first go into Netflix, I don't know how it is for you, but for me, when I first go in, there's like a thumbnail screen. It's just like a screen with a still shot of the episode. And in this particular case, we got Gon and Killua with their heads sticking out of water, and apparently they both have a rock on their heads. Idiots. Yeah, I guess this is them infiltrating, right? So, I suppose. Let's do this shit. We're going on one. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Yep, and they've already been starting to get marked. This motherfucker. Yep. Don't be interviewing him. The government. Is there a world government? Like what? Yo, by the way, I'm very happy to hear this about this extermination. Yes. Exterminate these fucking ants. Starting with this motherfucker. Oh, you tired. Yeah. Don't run now, motherfuckers. No, seriously, don't run. I want you to get exterminated. Yes, the King's Palace. That's right. You better fucking pay the respect. Nobody said stop begging. Keep your eyes on the floor, bitch. Yeah. That's right, motherfuckers. Grovel. I think Colt's done with the story. He's one ant I'll allow to live. Maybe. I just, the reason I called them idiots is who's watching the water? Now, maybe there is. Maybe they saw sentries watching the water, so they have to put a rock on their head and, infiltrate, right? Okay. But I think there's just a childish element to it. Like they just want to feel sneaky. And that's fine. Like, it's one of the things that makes them endearing, right? I don't know. The ants don't seem like they have a very good security perimeter. They just want you to roll up in here so they can kick your ass. You know, that's how they approach things. Now, the selection part, I don't particularly understand. Where's our sneaky sneak music? Look at him. That was a still shot I saw. Yeah. There's no sentries on this side. Why were we sneaking around? Oh, I think that was their clothes that was on top. Okay, that makes sense. That wasn't a rock. Yeah, there's no sentries or anything. Informants. Right. North Korea. North Korea. North Korea. What? This is a. I know he's naive. I'm not even gonna make fun of him. Oh shit. I guess there is surveillance. If what they're talking about here makes okay. So there could be like somebody out there fishing in the river, see them and snitch them out. So, okay. Oh shit. That's pretty insidious. Oh shit. Yeah. I say again. You know what I'm thinking. Not exactly subtle with his social commentary, is he? Come on, you're making Goat sad. Stop talking. Can we talk about a Disney movie or something? You're killing him. Look at it. He's short circuiting. Yeah. Yeah. Just stop talking about this shit. Yeah. This is supposed to be a semi kid show, you know? Yeah. Finish a job. Plus, I subscribe to the magazine Dictator Fancy, you know? Why? Why we got to measure? This is Killua's wheelhouse right here. You know, Gonan's been taking the lead for a lot of this series. This is fucking Killua's wheelhouse. This is where he's comfortable. He was brought up and raised to do just shit like this, right? Infiltrate cities and fucking countries and shit, you know? He's all about this. With his white ass hair and white fucking shirt that reflects, you know, moonlight. Not very sneaky. He's at least got dark hair and semi dark clothes, right? He'd be better at it. But he doesn't have the training. So, look, you can tell the body's got dragged out. What are you talking about, man? Look at this. It's like, dude, like there were blood scrapes on the floor. He's talking about, oh, maybe people just walked out. Oh, boy. Look at it. And it's in the fucking dirt, too, right? There's be a mass grave right over the hill. Oh, shit. Even the wolves were like, fuck this. Yep. Yep. Oh, right. That with yeah. That's not so bad. Right, right. Exactly. Yeah. This nation. Right. Well, thanks for this crudely drawn map. I like the one fish in the water. Right. I'm not texting. I'm leaving myself a note. I want to remember to mention something. That's a lot of fucking work, man. Oh, Jesus. He's reminding me more and more of Harry Potter. Super brave, but not very smart. As a matter of fact, Harry Potter's a fucking moron. But man, he was brave. You know, you got to give it to the kid for that. Yep. You just pissed him off. Yep. We do. Yeah, I wonder how much I could concentrate. Oh shit. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure. That sounds likely. Yeah. Take him out. Yeah, they cheer you. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Where they get captured again. Yeah. Easy as pie. No need for the actual hunters to get involved. I mean, I know they're hunters, but you know what I'm saying. The experienced hunters. What? Hey, don't hand him the ball now, motherfucker. Killa knew exactly what he was going to pick. Uh huh. Oh, shit. Yeah. You think this is going to happen? Everything you know about his fucking personality. Everything you think goes just gonna hide in the bushes. Come on, man. I doubt it. Offense taken, motherfucker. Yeah, oh, you made him sad. That's right. Call him out. Yeah, right, motherfucker. That's right. Put this bass in his voice. Yeah, place commercial here. Look at him. He has a flair for the dramatic. No, I ain't promising shit, motherfucker. Again with the unspoken promise. If your fucking voice says, if I don't hear your voice, by the way, that don't have to be cell phone towers. Yeah. um. Oh shit. Sure you can. Oh, what are you scared? Yeah. Yeah, he be walking like a boss, motherfucker. Like a boss. Yeah, we'll start a fan club. Yep, he was looking behind him. I saw him. Oh, they're alone. That's a ticket. Yep, totally not suspecting anything. I'm just wandering into the woods. I'm sure there's nobody around. This motherfucker's about to get smacked around. I saw the tail. I think he's an ant, which means I'm glad he's gonna die. Yeah. You can trust us. Man, fuck all that. You more than me, though. I'm good at snitching. Especially when you get some wine in me. We get it, motherfucker. Jesus. Yeah. Oh, look at him. Don't be judging, motherfucker. Damn, that turned quick, man. His mood soured like this. Oh, he's happy again. Cool. He basically flips the coin to see what mood he's gonna be in. Yeah, I wasn't just talking shit about you in my mind. It's cool. Hey, nobody said you had to, motherfucker. He's such a douchebag. And we're just gonna sit here eating suckers. This is an outrage. Also, because fuck them. I get what he's saying. And we're scared of that. He's a kind-hearted man, even though he's a douche. He's a complete tool. But, I mean, this is fucking with him. I get it. But do it in your head. I don't want to hear about it. Besides, I don't think he's being self-righteous. I think it just genuinely bothers him, man. I mean, I wouldn't be comfortable with that either. Fine, let him die. I can't believe you didn't, I'll be honest. Yeah, no shit. That's still in your character, though. Something ain't right. Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. GD looking ass. It sucks. Are you shitting? Like, what are you doing? Quit dancing and come out and fight, bitch. You don't have to explain. Impossible. How does one actually prepare to be crushed? Oh shit. He's about to fuck you up. Oh, you messed up his little apple. That's right. Damn. Tied up with your own tail. Hoisted in your own petard. You better, motherfucker. Yeah. Killer's gonna be mad when I bump into him. That would make sense. Oh shit. Yeah. Dogs and cats living together? This is outrageous. Rhyme some more? Melioron. Because he's a scared bitch, that's why. He don't want this smoke. Right, right. Okay, so what I wanted to say is this is something that it was a problem for me early in my writing career, and I got up with a collaborator, and they explained, like, and it really helped me out to stop doing this. And I think that this guy's the original author of this series. He's awesome. Apparently, he's like an icon in this country, and he may be like the George R. R. Martin and some of these Stephen King, where they're uneditable. They're so big and powerful and so famous, and their writing sells so many copies and shit, and they have so much cachet. The editor can't really talk to them. Like, they can't really give them any notes. They'll try, but then the person blows them off. Also, this could be a style because I've noticed this throughout the course of the series, but it kind of crystallized for me in this episode. The issue is over-explaining. And like I said, like people talked about this before, there's a lot of exposition in this series, and I don't mind it. I think it's kind of, sometimes it can be repetitive, and I think there is a younger age demographic they're going forward, so that kind of explains it. But there's a particular brand of over-explaining that I noticed for the first time in this episode. I think it's happened a couple times before, but this is the first time it crystallized for me. And it is, there's a complicated thing that the bad guys are doing. Because this happens when it's not the protagonist. It's different when it's the protagonist. Because when it's with the protagonist, they're doing it every step of the way. Like, say the protagonist is building a house, okay? You're going to see the protagonist procure the logs. You're going to see them drag the logs to the place. You're going to see them stack the logs. You're going to see them put whatever fixes the logs together and shit like that. You're going to see them chop out the little window. And so we're with the protagonist. So we see it happen as it happens. In his head, he may be like, I need some logs. So you see him get the logs, right? So you don't have to, after the fact, say, how did this house come into being? Well, he must have done this, and then he did this, and then he did this, and this had to have happened, right? Because you're with the protagonist. So what I'm talking about is when it happens with the villains, we're not with them. We have to figure out how they did something. And it's a problem with writers because writers don't want to leave shit unexplained. They don't want the readers to be like, man, how the fuck did this happen? The hell are they talking about, right? Because, in other words, it's a way of showing your work. Because non-writers may not understand this, but what we see on screen or what we see on the page is only 10% of the work that goes into writing. This page right here, you think, well, probably, when you're in school and you write an essay that's 3 pages, right? It takes you 3 hours to write a 3-page essay, 1 hour per page. So maybe you think, okay, well, it probably took the writer 1 hour to do that page. But you're not thinking about the 3 hours it took the writer to think about what goes into that page before they wrote that page. So that's what it is, because, they were explaining the process of the sorting, like how it worked, like, very meticulously how this sorting thing would work and why it would make sense that nobody knows who people are missing or not, right? Why did nobody report a missing city? And so that had to be explained, but the writer has to think, okay, why is this? But the writer doesn't necessarily have to tell the audience, why is this? They just have to have the idea in their head. Okay, this makes sense. So if the writer can think it up, the reader can take the context clues and actually come to the same conclusion if they wanted to put the work in to figure out why. It doesn't need to be on the page. The only thing that needs to happen is the writer has to have gone through the thought process. Does this make sense? Yes. A, B, C, D, E, F. Yes. Okay. This is possible. It's possible to build this house with logs in 1 week. This is a thing that can happen. I've thought up all the steps. These are all the steps. It's how long each step takes. Yes, it's possible to build this house. You don't have to explain it to the audience. The audience will have to go back and do the, okay, logs. Okay, cut the holes. Find the audience has to go back and do that. If they did it, they would say, okay, yes, it's possible. Maybe a cleaner example, a less complicated example would be, typically, it takes me an hour to walk 3 miles. My car broke down 3 miles from my house. It took me an hour to walk back. This happened earlier this year. So I wouldn't have to explain to the audience it takes me an hour to walk home. You just would have to go 3 miles from your house and see how long it takes. And you walk back home and you're like, okay, it took an hour. Okay, that's feasible. So what I'm saying is you don't have to show your work all the time as a writer. The audience, if you've done your work, the audience can reach the same conclusion if they really want to. And then it'll be like, okay, this checks out. See, the problem happens when the author doesn't do the work. And then they say the person walked home and they were 10 miles from the house and they walked home in 1 hour. And then you go and you say, wow, that's human. That's impossible. You can't do it. That's where you have a problem. As long as you've done the work, which means it's actually possible, everything lines up, this is feasible, the logistics make sense, the audience can come to the same conclusion if they want to look deeply enough into it. But most people, 90% of people don't give a shit. They just go with the flow. Whatever, okay, fine. But but if you haven't done the work in the back of their head, they may be thinking, man, this ain't possible. If you've done the work and it is possible, they won't think that. Now, there are some people overanalyze and just are naturally doubtful and they just doubt everything. This is bullshit. This will never work. That's not the kind of people you're trying to reach because they're not going to believe it no matter how much work you do, right? I'm talking about everybody else. So That's a thing. That's a thing I learned was that as a writer, you don't have to convince the audience you're smart. You just have to have shit make sense, and then they will realize that things make sense and they'll flow because it's about the flow, right? And if you show your work, you're going to interrupt the flow. And if you don't do your work and you throw some bullshit in there, then it also won't, that'll disrupt the audience. It'll be like, wait a minute, this don't make any sense. So that's the thing, that got beat out of me by a couple collaborators and an editor and shit, and that really improved my writing. And that's kind of why this kind of threw me back to that time when I was having these writing sessions with these, notes sessions with some of these editors and collaborators and people. They're showing their work. So, I mean, it's not a big deal, like I said. This is kind of his style. He loves to explain things. And so I don't think that really hurts. Something I want to bring up just as a writer, just as a general writing advice. As long as you've done the work, you don't necessarily have to show your work.